All right, guys, this might be really big news. The Andrew Lincoln News account, which by the way has been extremely accurate over the years when it comes to Andrew Lincoln's career and updates and all that stuff, they just posted this. Will Rick Grimes return in The Ones Who Live Season 2? Now, they don't just throw stuff out for fun. This page has been extremely accurate about Andrew Lincoln's projects, filming schedules, interviews, long before any official announcements are made. And when they start teasing Rick Grimes, of course, we're going to start talking, right? So, based on all the news that we've seen and stuff that Andrew Lincoln has said, I really don't believe that this is just random hype at all. I truly think that Andrew Lincoln wants to come back. And I don't think it's just for a cameo or flashback, but I believe it's for an ongoing story. And that also could mean that The Ones Who Live is not over. So, I want to talk a little bit about his mindset, right? And I really think that Andrew Lincoln's mindset has changed because when he left The Walking Dead years ago, he said it was about his family. Also, he mentioned a little bit about burnout, just being on the TV show for a decade or so. I'm sure being a lead on a TV show for like a decade, right? Obviously, there's going to be some burnout. But now, in interviews over the last couple years, he's been hinting that he misses it, and that he left at a great time in the story and he regrets it even, right? He said multiple times in interviews recently that there's a conversation happening, and he has mentioned that he misses the people and it felt like coming home again. So those are not just polite sound bites, that's nostalgia talking for sure. Obviously, he has some emotional attachment, probably a lot of emotional attachment to the world that he helped create and build, right? And let's be honest, Rick Grimes is The Walking Dead, right? It started with his story. And I believe Andrew, when he says that he misses it, I really think he's saying that he misses being Rick Grimes. That's really what I believe. And I honestly believe that anything can happen with this stage of The Walking Dead, with Andrew Lincoln back, with him wanting to come back. I think we're actually getting ready to see a really great Walking Dead story. So, obviously, you guys know originally The Ones Who Live was marketed as a limited series, 6 episodes to wrap up Rick and Michonne's journey. But obviously, AMC never officially said it was over. And after the finale, there's so many stories that they can do. There's a lot of threads hanging there for sure. Obviously the CRM, the larger world, how Rick and Michonne could rebuild now that they're finally free and back home. Um, so the show was definitely one of the most successful shows that AMC has launched in years. And I really do believe that kind of success changes everything. If Andrew Lincoln wants to do more, obviously the fans want to do more, then AMC for sure will listen 100%. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but it seems like Andrew's been open about wanting The Walking Dead to move beyond just survival. He's talked about hope, he's talked about characters actually living again, not just fighting and losing everything. You can tell that he wants to explore what's going to come after all the chaos, right? Redemption, rebuilding, peace, prosperity. You can tell he would love to see Rick and the others creating something, right? He wants to see that maybe a community that actually truly lasts this entire time. And I just don't believe with him having that much interest or, him mentioning what it would be like for these characters to be living together again and doing all this stuff together again. I just don't believe that that's a cameo mindset. I just don't believe that's something that he wants to do just one time and then be done, right? I really truly believe that he's wanting to dive into a long term arc again with this character. Similarly to how it was when the show first started. I don't think it's going to be a 6 episode thing and he's done. I'm thinking we're probably about to get a couple seasons of some really cool stuff with Rick Grimes. At least that's what I'm hoping. And based off the stuff he's saying and the fact that he's even having conversations about something like that now, I highly doubt it would just be for, 5 or 6 episodes and then that's it. I really believe that with where the universe is at, with all the spin-offs and all the characters, I think they're gearing up for another awesome storyline. So what we need to do now, guys, is think a little bit about the bigger universe, right? Daryl Dixon Show, Dead City, the whole CRM storyline, all these spin-offs. I think they're setting up threads that could collide eventually down the road. And it seems like Andrew Lincoln could definitely be the glue that finally pulls everyone together again, because Rick is just such a powerful, strong character. He already has said multiple times that he would love to work with Norman Reedus again, and obviously the two have stayed close since the main show ended. So if AMC was ever going to do a Walking Dead crossover event, I mean, who could lead it better than Rick Grimes, right? Who could lead it better than Rick Grimes? Nobody. There's just nobody that could do it better than that. It really feels to me like they're setting something up behind the scenes that's just going to be massive. I believe in Scott Gimple still. I believe in AMC. I still believe this show can be incredible. I think that's what we're seeing in Daryl Dixon season 3, and also I think that's what we saw in The Ones Who Live, man. So I really believe this could be a setup for a massive crossover event with Rick, awesome reunions, and the start of a new storyline. I don't necessarily think that the reunions are the ending. I don't believe that's going to be it. I think there's going to be more story to tell, more bad A moments, more awesome moments. I believe The Walking Dead can be great again, and I'll die on that hill. I don't care. I'll die on the hill. The Walking Dead is great. It can be great again. It's the best show of all time. Bring it back and let's do 5 or 6 more seasons. Let's just make it great. You know, they can do that. They can make it great. I believe that. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? That's really what I want to know. And, you know, my conclusion, you know, with this whole video and this whole entire Andy Lincoln News thing is that the post that we saw from Andy Lincoln News is not just speculation. I really believe this is the first sign that Rick Grimes is truthfully not done yet. It seems like Andrew Lincoln is ready since he's saying there's conversations going on. And I really think he's talking like a guy that wants to get thrown back into the fight. I really believe that. And if it is a season 2 of The Ones Who Live, I wouldn't be surprised if he's front and center again leading the way. I don't think it's going to be a cameo. I think it's going to be just like the old times. And I think that we're so back. That's what I think. I think we're so back if Andrew Lincoln comes back full time with The Walking Dead. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see him come back full time? Do you guys want The Ones Who Live to get a season 2? Or do you want a new series with Rick as the center that connects everyone again? What do you guys want? What are you guys thinking? Do you guys want just a new show or The Ones Who Live? Or you guys want The Walking Dead to come back? Whatever it is, let me know your theories down below in the comments. And man, if you miss The Walking Dead as much as I do, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, because Rick Grimes is 100% coming back. Like I've told you guys the entire time. I told you guys we were going to get some news this year back in January. Nobody believed me, even though it's not official news. I mean, actually, it kind of is official news. I mean, it came from his mouth. He said that there's talks going on. So, I mean, I told you guys we were getting Rick news this year. And man, how exciting is it to be actually getting this Rick news. So, anyways, Rick Grimes is coming back. You guys know where to find the coverage for that right here, so make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Stay safe out there in the crazy world, man. Walking Dead fans, it seems like we're back. You know what I mean? I'm getting excited. I'm feeling some hype. I'm feeling excitement, man. I just don't even know what to say. Rick Grimes is back. Life's good. Let's hope that 2026 is a fantastic year for the Walking Dead family. Thank you guys all for being here. Scott Gimple, I believe in you. I don't care what the haters say. I believe in you. And I think we're going to do some great stuff in 2026. So, anyways, I love you guys. See you in the next one. Stay safe out there. Never take a day for granted. I love you guys. See ya.